Imagine, you wake up one morning, everything feels normal, but when you reach for your phone, your banking app won't open. You go to an ATM, it doesn't work. You walk into a store, the cashier looks at you and says, "Your card doesn't work." Cash? Nobody takes it. Within 1 hour, you have nothing. Not because you did anything wrong, not because there is a war, but because money simply stopped working. And yet, you are standing in a city that still has everything. Food on the shelves, fuel at the stations, doctors in hospitals. You just can't access any of it because money isn't a resource, it's access. Think about it. Every time you pay for something, you are not transferring value, you are presenting permission. A permission that others are expected to accept because society agreed to it, because governments support it, because without it, the system collapses. But who issued that permission? Once, money was tied to gold. Today, it is not. Modern currencies exist only because people trust them, and that trust is fragile. History already knows a moment when millions of people stopped believing in money. In 1923, in Germany, people transported money in wheelbarrows. The more money they had, the less it could buy. Prices rose so fast that a loaf of bread cost 200 billion marks. That was the moment people realized the paper in their hands meant nothing, because money only exists as long as people agree to treat it as money. And the strange part is this: most of it doesn't even exist physically. In 2014, the Bank of England published something most banks rarely say out loud. Most money is created by commercial banks when loans are issued. You thought money was stored somewhere. It isn't. Most money is a promise to repay a promise. And this system supports billions of people, but only as long as everyone believes. Go back to that morning. You are standing at the ATM. Others are standing around you, and something important begins to happen. People start negotiating. A neighbor offers food for work. Someone brings out old items. Barter returns, because the need to exchange never disappeared. Money is gone, but cooperation is not. For decades, researchers searched for societies that used pure barter systems. They never found one. Across history, it is always either money, debt, or obligation, which means money is not just an invention. It is a system humans keep recreating to enable trust between strangers. Because without a shared language of value, civilization cannot exist. That piece of paper, that number on a screen, that card in your pocket, that is not money. It is an agreement between you and every stranger you will never meet. And the strangest part is this: no one ever signed it. But as long as it holds, you can wake up tomorrow and buy coffee. The only question is this: what happens the day enough people decide that the agreement no longer works?